What's up, you guys? This is Rob from A Gay Guy Plays, and we are back with part 2 of Rob Reads You Shit That You Don't Want to Read Yourself, Update 31.5, Angels of the Zariman Edition. Now, if you haven't watched the previous video, which I'll go ahead and leave linked up there, make sure you do, at least the first part of it, because it explains, like, all of what's going on right now, and it covers a majority of the update itself. However, when I started looking at the Focus School rework, I was like, yo, we're already 40 plus minutes in. We have to dedicate something to this in and of itself, because to be honest with you, this is probably one of the biggest draws to potentially bring me back into the game. Now, in the previous video, we did talk about the whole void slinging thing, and now that I take a little bit more of a look at it, it almost looks kind of grappling hooky. It's kind of like you're throwing a grappling hook out into the air and then you're pulling yourself to it. Again, I'm going to need to get in game to actually see how this feels, but like I said in the previous video, I still haven't played the new war, so that's going to take a little bit of time to do. Let me know down in the comments below if you want me to film a video reaction to that, or if I should just stream it. I don't know if you guys are over it by now or even interested in the new war. Anyway, let's go ahead and jump into the Focus School rework, which, to be honest, may be the make it or break it for me when it comes to jumping back into the game. The Focus School rework aims to boost the lesser used schools by A, giving them more interesting and useful abilities, B, defining a clear role and gameplay style for each school, and C, incentivizing Warframe operator transference as a part of the core gameplay loop. Now, for those of you guys who have not been with me for very long or don't already know, I have invested so much into all of the Focus Schools. I maxed out all of the Focus Schools when they first came out. I believe I maxed out all of the Focus Schools before we got the Focus bump, you know, like the incentivization bump where you got more points. Yeah, I just had a lot of extra points after that I had nothing to do with. Not that I necessarily want DE to raise the caps, because I already put in my time, DE. I already put in my time. Anyway, ability inputs while an operator are now used to perform brand new Focus School abilities. Each school is launching with 2 abilities, meaning that what you use to cast your Warframe's first and second abilities, i.e. 1 and 2 keys on PC, have a use while an operator. Good. The pool has been removed. What? Any focus points you've spent on upgrading your pool capacity will be returned to you in the form of Radiant Eidolon Shards, which you can convert into focus points for a school of your choosing. What? I'm confused. What? Any focus points you've spent on upgrading your... Oh, on pool capacity. Oh, I get it. Okay, cool. So that means I get extra shit now. The original intention of the pool was to allow you to select the active nodes within your chosen Focus School, but as time went on, the pool only added unnecessary complexity for no real gameplay benefit. I agree. Removed passive draining abilities because players would typically have deactivated these abilities to avoid the passive energy drain. Any abilities that spend energy are manually triggered as opposed to passively draining. Yes. As a result, we've removed the toggling functionality to have nodes on or off, as pool capacity and passive draining abilities are no longer a factor. The Focus School UI has been updated. Not only does the UI now apply your chosen UI theme, but each school, which by the way I love. I mean, I know, you know how I said I don't like cosmetics. I like UI themes. That's just a way to get to my heart. Except for the UI themes that are really pretty, but they're blinding. Here's the thing. I don't use dark mode all the time, as you could probably see by the borders of my stuff. In fact, why don't I just, like, get rid of that so you don't have to see it? But there's a level of brightness that some of the UIs have in-game where I'm like, oh, it's a pretty color scheme, but also that's like blinding white or blinding cream. Like, listen, I've had cream in my eyes before, but that cream is like too intense to have all up in the eyeballs. Anyway, let me get back to it. This legend also allows you to quickly switch between schools with a click of a button. Well, I probably skipped something. Focus School UI, but each school displays a legend of all way-bound abilities to easily reference the ones you've unlocked. Got it. Fully maxing the nodes of Focus School will grant you access to represent. Rep your school with all new cosmetics. Okay, purchase with focus points via the represent button with the respective focus school's screen. So I guess that's a way for them to use extra focus points that we haven't used already, which is kind of nice. You know, it's all about Naramon. Just putting that out there. I know all of the Zariman kids out there are like, yo, but all the energy. But I'm like, you know, I could get finishers, and that's always nice. As an additional way to earn focus, enemies that require using the operator. Oh, okay, I like that synergy. Enemies that require using the operator to kill them now have a chance to grant focus towards your active school. Please note that this focus is gained from new enemies aboard the Zariman, does not currently show in the end of mission screen. This fix will come out next mainline build. Cool, good to know. Transference static, dying while an operator, has been reworked as well. The transference static when dying as the operator now has increasing consequences. A majority of the focus rework is to bring synergy between the operator and Warframe that ideally allows for less transference static overall. The consequences are as follows. First, operator death. 20% Warframe health reduction. How long does this last? Hold on, I forgot. Second, operator death. 50% Warframe health reduction. Damn, you just reducing the Warframe health. Okay. Fourth, operator death. Straight into Warframe pre-death state. Wow. Several new animations for operator abilities have been added to fit the changes. All amps are now not silent by default except for Moat Amp, Schwach Prism, Ron Prism, Cantic Prism, and the Sirocco. Got it. Increase the amount of affinity converted to focus from convergence orbs from 8 times to 10 times. The War Within tutorial stages have been updated to accommodate these changes. That's got to be a bit of a pain, but good to know. All right, so let's get into each of the different schools. Madurai. The Madurai way follows the path of engage the enemy. Speed and savagery characterize the Madurai school. Madurai's abilities focus on granting offensive edge in combat with a combination of damage increases, weapon efficiency, and speed enhancements to recklessly attack your foes. This feels like, I'm gonna be honest with you, some days I feel like I'm in the Madurai school. 6 new focus abilities. Power transfer. 100% amp critical damage for 20 seconds on switching to operator. 50% casting speed on switching to Warframe. Okay, alright. Void fuel. 40% weapon efficiency for operator and Warframe while Void Strike is active. Chain sling. 50% energy efficiency on consecutive Void slings. Sling strength. Switching to a Warframe after a chain sling adds 40% ability strength for 20 seconds. Nice. They gave us enough time. They gave us that 20-second window. Contamination wave. Second ability input. Wait, which was the first ability input? Yo, what was the, wow, where was the first one? What, they didn't say nothing about the first one. Okay. Second ability emits a void wave lasting 2 seconds that drenches enemies with void contamination, making them 50% more vulnerable to operator damage for 20 seconds. Distilled contamination. Killing an enemy affected by contamination wave makes all affected enemies 25% more vulnerable while also making the effect last 10 seconds longer. Maximum 4 times tax. Wait. Killing an enemy affected by contamination waves makes all affected enemies. Okay, I like that. I was like, wait, but ain't they dead already if you killed them? Eternal Gaze and Inner Gaze remain unchanged. Rework Void Strike. It is now the first ability input. Well, you could have put that up there first. Instead of having me look around like, what's the first one? Did I miss the first one? First ability consumes all operator energy to increase damage for 8 seconds. Deal 10% additional damage for every percentage of operator energy consumed. 40-second cooldown. Interesting. E.g., 100% of energy consumed is 1000% damage. Why old voice strides long charge up time didn't provide an ideal gameplay experience within the fast pace? Yep. Players found themselves sitting in void mode, waiting for the damage bonus to build up. Now Void Strike no longer needs void mode and has instant damage output. Additionally, Void Strike is duration based now instead of per shot, meaning damage gets applied to all pellets of a shotgun, for instance. Nice. Tweaked Phoenix Talents. Physical damage and operator damage increased by 30%. Why? Adding the additional operator damage allows for benefits for both Warframe and operator in the name of synergy. Nice. Okay, so that one seems really, really interesting. Again, this makes me want to play the game. And I know, like I stated in the previous video, Warframe became Fashion Frame. You know, they made the joke that Fashion Frame is endgame, but Fashion Frame really became the only game. This is the kind of stuff that makes me go, ooh, let's jump in, let's try some stuff, let's play. This is what gets me engaged. A new skin will get me engaged for as long as I can customize it. And here's the thing, I'm too lazy to take captura pictures. I just want to customize it, and then I want to start killing things with this stuff. This makes me interested. This makes me want to spend money. I'm just putting it out there. Oh shit. The Unairu push themselves to outlast the enemy. Those who master the Unairu school are granted enhanced damage resistance and damage reflection. Unairu's main pillar aims to make Unairu a proper tank focus school with increased armor and opportunities for increased immunity and survivability. 8 new focus abilities. So, I read the first one and it was like, pose? And I was like, pose? No, it's poise. Grant immunity to slow, stagger, and knockdown effects for 40 seconds after transferring between operator or warframe. Last gasp. Passive is a waybound. Revive your warframe by transferring to operator and killing enemies before the revive meter drains. Okay, wait, isn't this Zevagoth? This feels like a Zevagoth. Oh, and like, what's the other one? Anaros. Each kill fills the revive meter by 30%. So you got to get like 3-4 kills. Vengeance, passive waybound. During last gas, operator damage increased by 100 plus an additional 25 per second. Okay. Magnetic flare. Oh, because I like it because it's like earthy, but it's like, oh, you know what I mean? Because like Earth has like gravity and they have magnetic poles and all them forces. Okay. First ability to create an 8-meter radius field that lasts for 30 seconds and disables the shields of any enemies that enter it. Okay. Caustic Strike, second ability input. Second ability launches an energy bomb that explodes within an 8-meter radius, stripping 100% of enemy armor. Tap second ability again to detonate it in flight. Okay, Caustic Strike. Okay, we like. Magnetic Boost, Void Sling out of a magnetic flare to refresh its duration and increase its radius by 100%. So toss your magnetic flare, then void sling out of it? Or I don't know how that works. Or we'll have to play it. Static Purge, 100% chance. Oh, wait, hold on. Reinforced return. Warframe is invulnerable for 4 seconds after operator is down. Tap X as operator falls to bring Warframe to the operator's location. What? I don't. Tap X as operator falls. Huh? Well, again, I have to play the game to see exactly how that I'm confused. Static Purge, 100% chance to clear transferred static on kill while reinforced return is active. Okay. Okay, I see. Reworked Unairu Wisp, 100% chance to summon an Unairu Wisp for each enemy hit by Sundering Dissipation that will seek out nearest ally with affinity range and increase their operator damage by 100 for 20 seconds. Why? Its coexistence alongside other focus abilities unifies 2 together and add another layer that benefits both Warframe and operator. It also removes having to pick up the Unairu Wisp manually and will instead find you within affinity range. Good. Tweaked Stone Skin increases armor for Warframe and Operator by 200%. Why? Adding additional Operator armor allows for the benefits for both Warframe and Operator in the name of synergy. Alright. Zenurik. Zenurik was... Oh no, I said Zariman. Zenurik was the energy one, right? Zenurik believed that the clearest path to victory was to dominate the enemy. Those who master the Zenurik school have believed that the sheer strength could easily erase any resistance. Right? Rest assured that the core of Energizing Dash remains as is with some slight updates. Our goal is to bring other focus schools up to the level of Zenurik while still maintaining the school's tactical benefits. 6 new focus abilities. Hardened Wellspring. First ability input. Tap first ability inside a wellspring to increase its size, boost its duration by 20%, and grant 20% ability strength to those inside. What is this Wellspring? Wellspring is the new name for... What? I should have just kept reading. Relatively unchanged Energizing Dash, which you can read about further below. Okay, Temporal Drag, second ability input. Second ability emits a radial burst, slowing any enemies that it touches by 80% for 10 seconds. That's not bad. Temporal Shot passive. Precision headshot damage increased by 100% on enemies afflicted with Temporal Drag. Interesting. Disarming Sling. Whew! Oh, I might become a Zenurik main. Hold on, slinging through enemies has a 50% chance to disarm them. No quarter. Okay, here's the thing. I've always really liked that phrase, no quarter. So, oh shit, hold on, I was talking smack about Zenurik a minute ago, but hold on. Killing a disarmed enemy increases operator energy regen rate by 10%. I mean, of course, it's like operator energy, so I mean, I get it, but still, interesting. Inner Might allows abilities to be cast without using energy or shields, but requires 60 seconds to recharge. Void Flow, Void Siphon, and Energy Pulse remain unchanged. Energizing Dash is now Wellspring, with a slight change of being a direct input ability, first ability, as opposed to Void Dash. This also affects Necromex. Okay, got it. Okay, let's move on to Naramon. I'm a Naramon boy. I'm just putting this out there into the universe. I'm just saying, I hope that they did not do us dirty. Otherwise, I might now be a Zenurik main. And you have to keep in mind, I'm Loki main, so the disarm hit me right in the feels. It really made me feel seen. So I'm just saying. Naramon, the discipline focuses on knowing the enemy. They believe that to truly understand a foe would confer the greatest advantage upon a warrior. True to its focus, the art of assault, Naramon continues to heavily lean towards a melee support role with speed and distance enhancement. Okay, 7 new focus abilities. Opening Slam. Yeah, they did. Hold on. Okay. They formatted it a bit differently. Like, you have to understand, look, because this has the normal little dot up there, then it has the 2, like, sub dots. I just saw Opening Slam. That's it. That's all. Opening Slam. Performing a slam as an operator switches to Warframe and grants double combo gain for 20 seconds. Okay, sure, whatever. Amp Spike. Transfer to operator with 8 times combo multiplier to increase amp damage by 100 for 40 seconds. Void Levitation. First ability input. First ability creates a 6-meter wide shockwave lasting 4 seconds that inflicts the lift status on all enemies it touches. I mean, we have like some Zaws that already have an arcane that can do that. I don't know. We'll see. Lethal levitation. You know what? We're sticking with it. Additional 50% damage per lifted enemy attack by operator. Lasts for 60 seconds. Stacks up to 4. Sling Stun, second ability input. Second ability increases the width of the next Void Sling by 100%, and enemies hit are vulnerable to finishers, taking 30% more finisher damage. That's already been my favorite thing. So the fact that they've increased the width of the Void Sling makes me go, okay. Killer's Rush. Initiating a finisher as an operator switches to a Warframe, increasing melee critical chance by 50% for 40 seconds. Oh! Okay. I mean, maybe alright. We're gonna have to play with that. Far Sling increases maximum Void Sling distance by 30%. Mind Step remains unchanged. Power Spike and Affinity Spike have switched places, so the Power Spike is now in the starting mode. Slight increase to melee affinity gain from Affinity Spike. I don't know. Zenurik's looking kind of good, if I'm going to be completely honest with you. I'm putting it out there. I hate to put Naramon out like that because I'm just saying. I'm putting it out there. Doesn't seem as exciting. All right. Vazarin are trained to counter the enemy. Those who master the Vazarin school maintain constant awareness in order to defend against all aggression. The Vazarin Focus School aims to now be a proper support school in both life and death. Ooh, and in death. 6 new focus abilities. Void Regen. Void mode starts healing at 10 health per second, increasing by 10 per second up to a maximum of 50. Squad Regen. Ooh. When Void Regen hits its maximum, it's applied to operators within the affinity range. Affinity range. Okay, here's the thing. It's different from like 20 meters. Like, 20 meters is already nice. But we talk about affinity range. That's a big range. Putting that out there. And I don't know. Vazarin might still have that affinity range boost. I'm just saying. Anyway. Void Snare, second ability input. Second ability launches a projectile that spins up a vortex to trap on impact. or tap second ability again to detonate in flight. Trap lasts 8 seconds. Void Sling through trapped enemies to grant yourself and allies within affinity range 100 health. 100 health isn't that much, but I mean, sure. Protective Sling. Allies touched by Void Sling. Hold on, see, there's Void Sling, there's Void Snare. Okay, let's see. Void Sling are granted immunity from damage for 5 seconds and healed 60. Interesting. Okay. Guardian Shell. First ability input. Use first ability to manifest a barrier on the operator and allies in affinity range. It's invulnerable for 4 seconds when first created. The damage inflicted while it's invulnerable will be added to its base health of 500. So I'm like, it's Rhino Shield plus that 4-second immunity for all allies in range. Interesting. Okay. Guardian Break. When Guardian Shell breaks, Warframe shield regeneration is increased by 150% and regeneration is delayed by 90% for 8 seconds. Interesting. Enduring Tides and Mending Unity remain unchanged. Tweaked Rejuvenating Tides. Effect is doubled while controlling your Warframe. Y. Additional benefit when using both Warframe and Operator. Tweaked Mending Soul. The first 4 revives are instantaneous. Additional revives are 100% faster. Y. Players would often remark that the ability eventually becomes useless in longer missions. Mending Well, maybe you shouldn't have died more than 4 times already in longer missions. Like, those 4 are already... I mean, maybe if you're reviving a pet or something. Just saying. Okay. Focus, refund, and respec. Upon login, all focus points will need to be respec. You will be met with 2 types of focus refunds in order to execute this. All of your focus points will be returned to the respective school, i.e., my 5 million focus points I spend in Madurai will be returned so that the school for me to freely respec how I want. Any focus points you spent on upgraded pool capacity will be returned to you in the form of radiant Eidolon shards via inbox, which you can convert into focus points for your school of choosing. Hey, I need you to stop playing with plastic over there, Kepler. Sorry, it's the kitty. He's destructive. I heard you. All right. If you had maxed out schools before this update, it should now be able to now as well using the respec focus points and refunded Radiant shards, or at least very close to some schools. EX, Vazarin, and Naramon used to be cheaper than others. It's okay. We're gonna have more. I have tons in those ones. To recap, if you invested in the focus system upon login, you will receive an inbox message with the following: focus points from every focus school. From every focus node you invested in refunded Brilliant Eidolon shards, refunded Radiant Eidolon shards, and then bonus Lua focus lenses, yada 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 yada. Operator UI changes. The operator menus now use your custom UI themes. Yay! Item descriptions now appear on hover all menus. Selecting equipment appearance. Okay. I think that I need to also take a look at my operator's face again. I think that they did something weird to operator faces that I need to rejig and get my operator back into place. So maybe we'll do some of that. Appearance menu, focus menu. The focus menu looks really good. I love that. And then I think that's gonna be it, to be completely honest with you. So for me, this and the new modes, the new game modes, are probably gonna be the most drawback into the game if I'm gonna do it. Again, I'm feeling under the weather. I really want to push myself to go to the gym, just because like, listen, just because you feel like shit doesn't mean that it's not going to be a gym day, or maybe I'll lift some weights at home or something. But realistically, I think I might be willing to give this another shot. Let me know down in the comments below. If you're a veteran and you're looking at these patch notes too, is this enough for you to be like enticed to come back? I'm just kind of worried that I'm going to come back and it's just going to feel as hollow as it felt before. You know what I mean? There seems to be some cool like lore things that are going on. They said that there's more lore and there's more quests that's coming out with Angels of Zariman. And I really hope that it's intriguing enough to kind of keep me playing, because I'm going to be honest with you, I'm already tired of the old storyline. When we say new war, New War was already like 3 years old for me when War actually came out. So when New War was finally launched, I was like, but yeah, this is the old war we were talking about a while ago, huh? There was like the old war, and now this is the old new war. But this is the first time that I've seen something of this like style. And I'm like, ooh, okay, this might be kind of interesting. I like what they're doing with the new evolving weapons. The Warframes still look kind of bunk, if I'm going to be completely honest with you. The sentient one that we had, I'm pretty sure that everybody pegged that one as kind of like, what's the word? We rank and bank it. And I'm not sure how I feel about this new Warframe. She looks like a ranker and banker or two. But if you've already begun playing with this, let me know how you feel down in the comments below. And that's going to do it for me for now. I'm going to get this edited, uploaded. I'm going to do some loads of laundry. I already ate a cinnamon roll. So I'm going to give it some time to think about how I want to handle, whether I want to do a reaction to the new war, whether I just want to stream it. I don't know. Toss your feelings down in the comments below. And as always, love somebody, hurt nobody, and touch your body. I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.